Hi everyone, this is Coloring Chemist. My name is Connie and welcome back to my channel. So we are on September 2023 of my 12 months, 12 days, 12 hauls, plus a bonus video, series of videos. This is again just something for you to look at while I do this little introduction. An excellent book, by the way. I believe in August I showed The Disappearing Spoon. This one I like even better. This is Napoleon's Buttons, 17 Molecules That Changed History. But this one is a little bit more technical. So unless you have a chemistry background, I don't know how much you'd enjoy this one. But if you do have a chemistry background or a science background, I think you'd really, really like this book if you haven't read it already. Quick explanation, quick rationale as to why I'm doing my hauls this way. A reality check, basically, for me. Taking stock, laying my hands on my supplies that I bought in 2023. Even though this is September, I didn't film this in September. I filmed it in kind of end of November, beginning of December. And yeah, I chose to do hauls this way. Just, it's a good exercise to pull all your stuff out and really see it, all together. Makes me think. Makes me, think about how my hobby is going and what I want to do with my hobby going forward. So, other than that, without further ado, and I know I keep saying that, I apologize, and I keep repeating the rationale too, but again, it's in case folks are tuning into the series kind of mid-series and they haven't seen that first video where I do the explanation. But without further ado, on to September 2023. So this is day 9 of our 2023, or my 2023, coloring haul countdown. So this was September. This would be September. Thought I'd start September off with some books. I think I did that for August too. And these are all books and or PDFs that I purchased on Etsy. Now, these are the really great ones. I'll start with this one. I printed this off on my Hammermill cardstock because I was going to use markers. It's very heavy grayscale. I hesitate to tell you, well, I guess I should. It's Zen Doodle's store, and these are the Wizard's Lab coloring pages. But here's the problem, and someone had pointed this out to me because I had, I think I had shown these maybe in the video that I did earlier this year where I was talking about the binding system, the ProClick binding system, and one of my viewers, thank you very much viewer, pointed out that these looked AI. And I'm not very good at spotting AI, but the more I look at it, maybe it's easier to spot AI when you're looking at portraits and humans. Often you'll see like an extra finger or something like that, or they're, things just don't sort of line up. And I thought these looked okay. But here's a good example. Hopefully there's not too much glare, because this Hammersmith, or Hammermill, pardon me, paper is quite smooth, because I was hoping to use alcohol markers on there because of the heavy grayscale, right? The window here, sorry, trying to get rid of the glare. It doesn't quite, there's something wrong with it. It's like, I don't know, it's open, but it's not. There's, this is divided into 3 sections there, but only 2 there. So yeah, there's small details like that where, yeah, I think my viewer was correct, which is too bad. I mean, I do like, it's lots of lab stuff. I am, of course, a chemistry teacher, and I love coloring lab equipment, but yeah. There was another one that I thought didn't. Yeah, here's another one. It's like there's a some kind of door or window, but there's something weird going on with the top right there. Now, I don't know. I would hate to accuse this illustrator of, and maybe accuse is the wrong word. For me personally, I would rather not purchase AI artwork, simply because, not necessarily because of the folks that use AI to produce their artwork, but the folks who developed the AI tended to use a lot of artists' own artwork that they did, themselves without their permission to train the AI. And that really bothers me. Those artists, as far as I know, got no compensation, right? Because they just let AI kind of crawl the web, pick up all these images, and they trained it that way. I don't know. Something doesn't sit right with me about that. So it's too bad about that. I'm not sure what I'm going to do about it. But these are definitely not AI. This is Jen Katz. And I originally purchased these two books. So Autumn's My Favorite Color and Home's Sweet Homes. And I'll try and remember to link her Etsy store down below because it's the only place I think you can get these. Although maybe you can get this on Amazon. Not sure. It doesn't have an ISBN though. So if you are getting it off Amazon, maybe it'll be a third-party seller. I'm not sure. But yeah, her art style is just lovely and whimsical. And if anyone, look at all the detail. Look at it. If anyone would like detailed flip-throughs, I already did a detailed flip-through of both of these books, so I'll try and remember to link that below. And I believe when I bought these, I also purchased some of her PDFs, which you can also get in her Etsy store. And these are the Halloween. She has like a Halloween poster, I think she calls it. And you can either get the images framed or not framed. And if you get the unframed ones and sort of cut them out, you can put them together, tape them together, to make one big, long coloring poster. But she also has the Halloween ones framed so that each part of the poster you can just color as a separate, take that off so you can see the image. Color as a separate picture. So I think there's 4 of them there. So that's her Halloween pictures. And I love detailed, oh sorry, I'm kind of off screen there. Love detailed pictures. So that's what really drew me to her artwork. So many tiny details. Yeah, so that's the Halloween. I just have the framed ones here. I don't have the unframed ones. She also has something similar for Christmas. And I don't think you can get these framed. So this is just unframed. And yeah, you could, I mean, there's no reason why you couldn't color this as just an image, right? But you can, if I were to trim off the white space here, this will line up with, if you can kind of see, it's hard because I've got the white space on both, but there's a little cabin and there's the edge of the cabin. So, there's the reindeer's antler, there's the rest of the antler. So I could cut off the white space, tape these together, and I believe there are 5 pages to this one. I think there's people and snowmen. Yeah, 5 pages. So yeah, that's Jen Katz. And then, because I love this so much, I went back to her Etsy store and I bought these 3 books. So we've got Infinite Coloring Book Series 1, 2, and 3. And the reason they're infinite is because the images continue on from page to page. So, we've got this image here, and it's all just fantastical. I mean, it's, you've got little critters and floating things and a laundry line here. I mean, it's just fantastical. So you can see we've got, kind of leaves and things here, kind of the edge of the tree. And then if I flip the page, there's the rest of the tree, there's the leaves, it goes on. There's a rock, some little mushrooms down here. If I flip the page, there's the mushrooms, there's the rest of the rock. So it goes on. She did at one point have artists' versions of these, where I think the paper was much thicker, and instead of, flip the pages like that, it would all pull out into, they're like 7 or 8 meters long. But I don't believe she has those anymore. Just too bad. I would have loved those. But in the back, there, she's got basically, yeah, artist edition, 7.5 meters coloring book, hand-bound limited edition of 25. I guess I missed out on that. But that's what it would have looked like all pulled out. So just, going across. So it's one giant continuous picture. And she had books 1, 2, and 3. So I picked those up as well. I just love her art style. So that was September. And then this. Now, if you've been watching my channel for a while, you will probably have seen me talk about this book. This is not a coloring book. This is a reference book. It is the Handbook of Colorants Chemistry. This is volume 2. Hold on, this is the wrong volume. I must get this correct. I'm back. This is volume 1. I didn't get volume 2 until October. I love chemistry. I'm a chemistry teacher. I love the intersection of chemistry and art materials, coloring materials, and there's so much chemistry in art materials. And when I saw this book on Amazon, I actually think shrieked. And it was a really good price. Currently, I think it's over $200. I don't know that I would have paid that much for this book. But at the time, I think it was $64. And I mean, it's a textbook, basically. The chemistry in here is very, very complex. Splitting d orbitals in a ligand field, band gap transitions in semiconductors. I mean, there's chemistry in here that I'm not sure of. So we've got, molecular orbital diagrams, crazy. But it also has information that I have been using to make videos. And I think so far I've done one on prehistoric pigments. Maybe even by the time this goes out, I'll have done one on ancient pigments. That one's in the works. And I need to talk about dyes versus pigments, all these kinds of things. But that's the information that's in this book. And then, using the references given in this book, that will lead me to other references. And it's just been a great book. Love this book. Don't know if the average colorist would find it as exciting as I do. But yeah, I very much love this book. So that was September. I also picked up a 10th anniversary edition of Secret Garden. I do have Secret Garden. I think I have a UK and a US edition from the original Secret Garden. The UK edition in particular is yellowing very badly, and I think that's not just me. I think a lot of people have said that. It's probably the paper that was used, right? If it's not acid-free, then it's not necessarily stable, and it starts to yellow. So this is, again, the UK edition. I tend to like her UK paper better. It is yellow to start. Like, it's a cream colored paper. It's not really white, but it's much smoother, and I prefer that. Just my coloring style, I prefer the smoother paper. So yeah. And this, of course, has, I think the extra for, it said brand new illustrations. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, just at the back here, there might have been some new ones. Maybe that one, maybe the pull-out poster. You know what, I can't honestly remember. Sorry. Or it might have been a little bit further in. I should do a comparison. But yeah, I picked up the UK version of the 10th edition of Secret Garden. I grabbed the UK edition of A Million Little Monsters, and I believe I got these from Blackwell's, because this was post Book Depository. So yeah, I think I got these UK editions from Blackwell's, which, you know what, it took a while to get here to Canada, but everything arrived in pretty good condition. Yeah, so if you're looking for UK editions of books, or maybe books that you can't get in the US or Canada, Blackwell's, I can try and remember to put a link in the description below. So, Lulu Mayo, of course everybody's seen this. Tiny Little Monsters, very sweet illustrations. I grabbed the UK, and again, this was Blackwell's, the UK edition of Circle of Life, Melpomene Chetspanagiottu. Just for the paper, again, it's the UK has, it's the UK? Yeah. UK has the different smoother paper, so I kind of prefer that for my coloring style, and I love her illustration style. She has a new one coming out. It's like February 2025, so a while, but that's exciting, and it's called Dream something. Dream. Oh my goodness. If I remember, I'll try and put it up on the screen. But that's exciting. It's a long wait, but it's exciting. I grabbed this Apsi Suminasiri Cute Mandalas coloring book. So this is, it comes with a fold-out easel. I'm not sure I ever really figured that out. I mean, unless... maybe one of you is smarter than I am and you figured out the fold-out easel. But it does have very, very cute mandalas. I haven't done coloring in any of these. Isn't that terrible? Colony. But yeah. I do like mandalas. I like, oh, sorry about the lighting. I like the repetitiveness just because, you know, once you've chosen your color palette, you can kind of zone out. So. I also picked up 4 Creative Haven books. Now, one of these was newer, but I think there was, yeah, there's 3 Angela Porter ones here that are older. So Entangled Starry Skies, that's an older one. Yeah, 2021. So I do like her Entangled series. It's just, I mean, it's very Zen doodly, but lots of tiny details. And then Entangled Landscapes, insanely intricate. So if you don't like details, probably not the book for you. I feel like this one, what's the date on this one? That's 2016, but this paper feels very bad. This Starry Skies paper didn't feel that bad. This, I don't know. Yeah, this just feels like different paper. But it's an older book. I thought that the bad paper came in the newer books. I don't really know. Maybe it's copyright 2016, but maybe it was printed later. You know what I mean? Like maybe it's a reprint. Doesn't say, but... And then Eerie Entangled Art. Also Angela Porter. So it's kind of a Halloween book, but entangled art. See, this has better feeling paper. It's smoother. There's one that I did for Halloween. And then I got Christmas Gnomes. So this is Teresa Goodridge. Christmas Gnomes book. Yeah, see, that's the bad paper again. Interesting. I mean, this is brand new, so you know I was kind of expecting the not great paper, but that Entangled Landscapes I thought would be older and had the good paper. Well, the better paper. Very sweet images in there. To try and do some of that for Christmas this year. Or I guess maybe once you're seeing this, Christmas will have already happened. So maybe you'll see something in there for my December finished pages. Just a few more books here. I didn't actually get any supplies in September. Surprise, surprise. I have 2 copies of R.J. Hampson Lost and Found. You may have seen my video. There's 2 videos actually where I compared Lost and Found, which is an Amazon printed book, on Canadian paper. 3 videos actually, if I think about it, because the first video I did, I compared the US and Canadian, which I believe that's what these are. So that's the US. Yeah, that's Canadian. So I started off with these, did one video where I compared the paper and the print quality on these two, and then got really curious. And you'll see those in the haul for October, because I purchased 3 more copies of this book from Amazon Japan, Amazon Germany, and Amazon UK. And then I did a paper and print quality comparison. And then I did a coloring comparison. So I guess there's 3 videos total looking at these books. But yes, in September, this is what started it. The Canadian and the UK, or pardon me, the Canadian and the US printed versions of these. Of course, by this time, I've already done my coloring comparison. And then I grabbed Gabby Wolf. This is Wonder Worlds? Wonder Houses? Wonder Worlds? I'm sorry. I should know that. Book 2. I actually got this from Amazon Canada. These are Amazon printed books, but they had the English version, and then they had this German version. And I thought, huh. Now, if you'll have watched my video where I compared all the Amazon printed books, you'll know that books that are printed in Amazon Germany are on pretty good paper. So I saw this on Amazon Canada, and I thought, I wonder if I order this, if I get a book that's printed in Amazon Germany. But I do not. Still just printed in Amazon. It's printed in Bolton, Ontario. So I don't know why they have a German version and an English version both on Amazon Canada. I don't know what the point to that is, but it was just, I mean, I don't have the 2 versions. I just have this one version of it. But yeah, I like Gabby Wolf's illustrations. They're just very nice. They're very sweet. They're fairly detailed, lots of them, which, again, I really like. And the last book that I got for September is this one. I probably can't fit the whole thing on screen here. So this is the Vertical Worlds coloring book by Abby Dacre. And I don't think this is in print anymore. And I had been searching for this for a long time. And there was copies on Abe Books, you know, the online used bookstore, and I mean, they wanted hundreds of dollars, and I thought, yeah, I want the book, but I don't want it that much. And I happened to do just a Google search, so I didn't go to a specific site and search, I just did a Google search for this book, and this website came up, and it was a little gift shop in, like, Illinois, I think it was, in the States, and they were selling this for it was like $15.95, or it might even have been $14.95 US. Not the hundreds of dollars that people wanted on, you know, these other sites. So I emailed the lady that ran this little gift shop, and I said, do you still have this book? And she said, I do. And she said, it has a tiny, I don't even know if you can see that. See that on the cover? Maybe? Right above my finger. There's a tiny little rip, and it doesn't even go through the whole cover. It's just like, I don't know, it's like the glossy covering on the cover got torn a little teeny tiny bit. And she said, do you still want it? I said, absolutely, I want it. So here it is. And yeah, it's just, again, got these tiny little details, these tall pictures. Well, it's Vertical Worlds, right? But, yeah, vertical supermarket, gymnasium, airport, hotel. So, yeah, that's the vertical. So I got lucky. I lucked out on that one. Like, she had the one copy. It had this little flaw. And then now when I go to search for this on Google, the only links that come up are, like I say, those hundreds of dollars for a book on Abe Books and those kinds of sites, which kind of ridiculous. So I was very happy and very glad to get this. And that is all for September. So thanks for sticking with. Hope everyone is well and safe and enjoying your coloring. And yeah, until day 10, which will be October, I will see you then. So that should be tomorrow. All right. Take care. Bye-bye.